binomial expansion. A plus b the whole squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. In the same way, a plus b the whole cube will be equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Now when we go further, like a plus b the whole power 4, a plus b the whole power 5, a plus b the whole power 10, like this, when we go further, the formulas become more complicated. This binomial expansion is used to find out the answers when the expansions are too big. Now, our binomial expansion is a plus b the whole to the power of n. A plus b the whole power n, the formula is nc0 a to the power of n plus nc1 a power n minus 1 into b plus or b power 1 plus nc2 a power n minus 2 into b squared plus nc3 a power n minus 3 into b cube plus etc. It goes on up to we get ncn a power 0 b power n. Now let us see, this formula looks so complicated. Let us see how this works out, which is very simple. Now the power is n. So n, our first term we write it as nc0. And the first term we write it, what is n over here? So it is power, the whole thing is to the power of n. Then the next term is nc1 a to the power of, reduce one power of a and increase one power of b. So a power b n minus 1 b power n. So finally when we add the powers, it always has to be this power n. Then nc2 a to the power of n minus 2. Here one more number we have reduced, n minus 2 b squared. Then the next one is nc3 a to the power of n minus 3 b cube. So we add these two powers, see we get it as n. Here also ncn a to the power of 0. Here b is 0. If you want, we can write that b as 0. Any number raised to the power of 0 is 1. In the same way, here a is 0 and the final answer, then final answer for b is to the power of n. So when we add 0 and n, it comes as n only. These nc0, nc1, nc2 are all called as binomial coefficients. This binomial coefficients can be found using a formula, or they can also be found from the Pascal's triangle. Now let us first see how to find the binomial coefficients using the formula. Before going to use the formula, let us see what the term factorial means. This is read as n factorial. Suppose if you need to find 3 factorial, that means 3, you multiply 3 with all the preceding numbers. That means 3, 2 and 1. All the numbers before 3 and before 3, all the numbers you multiply. So 3 factorial is 6. Suppose if it is 5 factorial, then all the numbers preceding 5 you multiply. So 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is 20. 4 5s are 20 and this is a 6. So it will give us 120. So this is called as factorial. Now the formula to find the binomial coefficient NCR equal to n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. Now let us see how this works out. Suppose if you need to find 3C2. 3C2 is n is 3, this is n and this is r. So it will be 3 factorial by 2 factorial into 3 minus 2 factorial. So it will be 3 factorial divided by 2 factorial. This is 3 minus 2 is 1 factorial. Now let us see how I'll evaluate this. Now in order to evaluate this, I can write it as 3 into 2 factorial because I can cancel in the denominator by 2 factorial. And 1 factorial is only 1. So this 2 factorial and 2 factorial gets cancelled. So it is a 3. Now let us see how to find 5C3. 5C3 again the same way, 5 factorial by r factorial is 3 factorial into 5 minus 3 the whole factorial. So it will be 5 factorial divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial. 5 minus 3 is 2. Now this 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. divided by 3 factorial into 2 factorial is 2 into 1. So this 3 and 3 gets cancelled. So this can be cancelled. So it will be equal to 10. This is the way you apply the formula to find the binomial coefficients. Now let us see how to find the binomial coefficients using the Pascal's triangle. That is, we write the first number as 1. Then the end numbers, always the end numbers of the triangle will be 1 only. The starting number is 1. Add these two numbers. So it is a 2. Then the final number is 1. Again, write a 1 as a beginning number. Add these two. 1 and 2 when you add it is 3. 2 and when you add it is a 3. Then again a 1. Then write a 1. 1 and 3 when you add it is a 4. 3 and 3 is 6. 3 and 1 is 4. Then again a 1. So it is 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. Then 10 plus 4 is 6 plus 4 is 10. 4 plus 1 is 5. Then again a 1. Suppose if you want to go to the next row. 1 plus 5 is 6. 5 plus 10 is 15. 10 plus 10 is 20. 10 plus 5 is 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. Now, we are R3C2. That is this 3C2. This is 3C0, 3C1, 3C2. 3C2 is a 3. See, we have got a 3 over here. In the same way, 5C3. So we go for row 5. So 5C0, 5C1, 5C2, 5C3. See, it is a 10. So the binomial coefficients can be found by this Pascal's triangle or using the formula. Now we'll find a term in the sixth one. Suppose if you need to find 6C4. 6C4 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to get the answer as a 15. Let us check whether we'll get it. So it is 6 factorial by 4 factorial into 6 minus 4. So it is a true factorial. So this can be written as 6 into 5 into 4 factorial divided by 4 factorial into 2. This 4 and 4 gets cancelled. So it is a 3. See, we got our answer as 15. Now our binomial expansion is a plus b the whole power n will be equal to nc0 a power n plus nc1 a power n minus 1 b power 1 plus nc2 a power n minus 2 b squared plus etc. It goes on. Now let us solve a few questions using this idea. Suppose if it is x plus y the whole to the power of 5. So now if you are applying the formula, it is 5c0. And then the first term has to be raised to the power of 5 plus then 5c1 x power reduce the power of x power 4 increase the power of y plus 5c2 x cube y square plus 5c3 x squared y cube. See, 5c3 x squared y cube. Then only when we add the powers, we get a 5. Then the next one will be 5c4 x y power 4 plus 5c5 x is a 0 y to the power of 5. These binomial coefficients can be calculated with your calculator as well without using the formula or the Pascal's triangle. You can just insert the value of 5c0 in the calculator and get it directly. So when you do it, it comes as x power 5 plus just apply 5c1, you will get it as a 5 x to the power of 4 y plus 5c2 will give you 10 x cube y squared plus again a 10 x squared y cube plus 5 x y power 4 plus y to the power of 5. These coefficients can be found even with the help of a calculator. Now the second question, 2a minus 3b the whole power 4. So it is 4c0 into 2a to the power of 4 plus 4c1. Here it is a 4, so reduce the power. So 2a the whole cube minus 3b the whole power minus 1 plus 4c2. Here it is a 3, reduce the power. So it is square minus 3b the whole square. So in all these cases, when you add the powers, it has to be only to the highest power, which is a 4 for that particular question. Then 4c2, then comes 4c3 into 2a into minus 3b to the power of 3. Then 4c4 into minus 3b the whole power 4. Now when we simplify it, that is 4C0, use your calculator, multiply it by 2 to power of 4. So you get it as 16a to the power of 4 minus 96 a cube b plus 216a square b square minus 216ab cube plus 81b to the power of 4. In this question, when you see the coefficient of a squared b squared is 216. The coefficient of a cube b will be equal to minus 96. The term which is before that is called the coefficient. Now the third question. Find the terms of x square and x cube in the expansion of 1 minus 3 by 2x the whole power 6. The second part. Given that there is no term in x cube in the expansion of k plus 2x 1 minus 3 by 2x the whole power 6, find the value for k. Now we need to find for this expansion the terms of x square and x cube. So our first question, 1 minus 3 by 2x the whole power 6. We can just write the formula for this, that is 6c0 into 1 to the power of 6 plus 6c1 into 1 to the power of 5 minus 3 by 2x plus 6c2 into 1 to the power of 4 minus 3 by 2x the whole square. So we got the coefficient. This will be the term with x squared. We'll write another term minus 1 to the power of 3 into minus 3 by 2x the whole cube. So we are not writing the further terms because we are only interested in x squared and the x cube term. Suppose if you can, instead of writing this expansion also, if we can formulate and write that the term of x squared and x cube, then also you can write it because we need an x squared. So the second term has to be a square. So this term has to be a power 4. Then only this 2 plus 4 will give you a 6. If you can mentally formulate this and write also, you can write it. In the same way, you need a cube. So when a cube, this term is cube, this has to be to the power of 3. So you can write it even mentally only those two terms. Now we are going to simplify only these two terms alone because we are interested only in x square and x cube term. Now when we expand this, we get it as 1 minus 9x plus 135 by 4x squared minus 135 by 2 x cube. So the coefficient of x squared is 135 by 4 and the coefficient of x cube is minus 135 over 2. Now we have to simplify this, that is k plus 2x into 1 minus 3 by 2 x the whole power 6. We have already found this expansion. I have wrote it. Now it is given there is no coefficient of x cube. Means the coefficient of x cube is 0. So we need to find the terms which give us x cube. This k into this will give us an x cube when you multiply this. In the same way, x into x square, when you multiply, you get an x cube. So we are going to multiply those two terms. That is 2 into this will give us this 2 into 135 by 4. 2 and 4 will get cancelled and you will be getting a 2. So it will be 135 over 2. And this one when you do minus 135 over 2 into k. This will be equal to 0 because this is the coefficient of x squared, x cube, and this the coefficient of x cube in our question is 0. So now from this we need to find the value for k. Let us shift this 135. So 135 over 2k will be equal to minus 135 over 2. This negative and negative gets cancelled. So k cross multiplied 135 over 2 into 2 over 135. This will be equal to 1. So the value for k equal to 1. It is not that it has to be given as 0. Sometimes they will give us the coefficient of x cube as 90. Any number they will give and then you have to simplify and find out the answer. Thank you.